In the run-up, we have more breaking news coming in. This is as per sources, reports suggest that the government is likely to cut income tax in the 2025 budget. It will benefit those earning up to 15 lakh rupees a year. And sources also say that the policy is still being discussed, but cuts will benefit middle class, boost savings and spending as well. So this is source-based information coming in order to provide relief to the middle class. The central government is likely to cut income tax for individuals earning up to 15 lakh per annum. Pallavi Ghosh joining us with more details. Pallavi, the intent, if this were to be true, seems clear. This is to boost consumption in the economy amid slowing growth. But what more are you learning?
Yes, absolutely right. Because what is the intention of the government is that to have that very robust cycle or circulation of the economy. And that is possible when the savings increase. When savings increase, that people feel confident enough to open up their wallets and spend more. And when you spend more, your various infrastructural ministries, your various infrastructure also goes into into a motion. The concern which was raised at one point of time is that if you have very high tax slabs, then people by nature become very conservative. They don't want to loosen up their pockets and they really want to save more money and not spend the extra money. We also have been reporting how the number of income tax or the personal income tax which has been paid by people have been increasing, which is also a very robust sign of how people's income has been increasing. Now what the government intends to do is to ensure that with tax slab coming down, it's the lower middle class or the middle class who get to save more and more money. And when they have that confidence, they would also want to spend. So automobiles, televisions, electronic items, smartphones, this is a sector in which the government wants to see a further growth. So that's going to be one main focus. Apart from that, the small sector savings, MSMEs, they are also going to be getting a lot of stops, as well as agricultural infrastructure sector. That's also what we have been told is going to be one of the focus areas of the 2025 budget of this government.
Okay, Pallavi, take us through the manner in which we're already hearing some of the eminent economists, policy experts opine on similar lines. In fact, the Prime Minister also, very recently held a meeting with Niti Aayog officials. So anything we've been able to learn through all of those meetings, and what perhaps are the suggestions being put forward?
Well, that's right. In fact, the Prime Minister has recently, in fact, day before, he met with many economists at the Niti Aayog, and the feedback which he received was that you really need to ensure that people spend more money. We don't want people to become conservative because there are sectors which are seeing a substantial growth. For example, automobiles, as I just mentioned, smartphones, but electronic sectors is something which many of these economists feel is only possible when people are able to save money, and that is only possible if you're going to cut down on the tax or you increase the tax slab. That is one of the proposals. Even as we speak, the Finance Minister, Nirmala Sitharaman, as a matter of procedure, has been meeting with representatives of various sectors. Like today, she made representatives of the trade and industry sector. She has been meeting from other sectors as well. All of them have given a similar input that if there is a slowdown which needs to be avoided, that is only possible if you can convince people that don't bottle up your money. You need to save, but you also need to invest that money and also spend that money.
The last hour. Anything can happen between the bells. But what happens during the last hour is what matters the most. The biggest market swings. A close-up look at what's driving them. And how the investors are reacting. Watch the most seasoned market mavens guide you through the most important hour of the trading day. NSE Closing Bell. At these times, only on CNBC TV 18 and CNBCTV18.com.
For more news and updates, all you need to do is follow CNBC TV 18 on all of our digital platforms.